Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This week's tool of the week is the coolest tool that I have in my shop now. It is a vapor honer from Vapor Honing Technologies. Proudly made in the USA. This thing, looks like a typical sandblasting cabinet, but it shoots media and water using compressed air. This is their Weekend Warrior, and this is how it works. So this tank holds all of your media and water. You dump the media in, which is, in my case, their smallest glass beads. That's what it looks like. It looks like a little powder in a box. You dump it in through the inside, and it comes down to about this level. And then you fill it with water all the way up to this level until the water starts coming out of here. That's how you know it's full, and then you can use it. I added a couple attachments to mine. I actually got them to send me this threaded little piece here because by default, when you have this all the way up to the edge, the water, once it loses its flow going out this way, drips down and hits that and splashes. So I just got a little extension for that. And then I got this piece right here. I'll put a link in the description. If you have one of these Weekend Warriors, I think this thing is pretty cool. Essentially, it just has one end that threads into this valve, and the other end you can thread a hose on. So what this one is for is to clean the water. So every once in a while, you need to clean the water that's used after it gets dirty. You let everything settle, so all of your media will settle below this. You open this and it drains all that old water out, and then you can fill it back up. But if you don't have another way to do it, you're gonna have to collect this water in something and carry it somewhere or do something with it. So what I did is I just have a hose that runs all the way down my shop and comes out right here into my drain. So I have a built-in drain in the garage, so that drains to outside. So that's another reason that I added this oil absorbing thing on the top, because I want to get the oil out of this system before I dump it outside. This is what the inside looks like. You've probably seen one of these things. I'll show you some examples of it in use later on, but this time I just wanted to talk about the unit and how I have it set up. And if you want to buy one of these things, I drove out locally to buy one in North Carolina. I'll put a link in the description here for you. I do get it'll be the same price for you, but I think I get like a 5% commission or something if you buy it through the link. So if you do, hook me up. Anyway, it is connected with one power cord. So you have to plug it into the wall to give it electrical. Any 110 amp outlet is fine, 120, whatever you want to call it. And it needs compressed air to run. So I have my compressed air hooked up here, running in. Now, normally these things require 20 to 30 CFM, so a really big air compressor. They just came out recently with a different nozzle attachment that you can put up here so that you could use a much, much smaller air compressor. Probably get away with, I forget what the CFM is on it, but I think it was under 10. So most air compressors can run these things now. So let me just tell you a little bit about the setup. Mine has a closed loop system, they call it. So the water recirculates in here. I think that's really the only way to do it, unless you're like I don't know what the use cases are for not having that, but if you're watching this video and you're thinking about putting one of these in your garage, you probably want the closed loop system. These things came in packing boxes stored inside this when it arrived. So all you have to do is take it out. This bottom rectangular one just holds your fresh water supply. And then there's a pump that sits on top of it. And this is what pumps water up to your garden hose nozzle. So this water is only used for that thing over there that sprays fresh water to clean stuff out. The main pressure comes from water that's already stored in here, and it just recycles it from there. So what this whole setup does is it helps you reclaim the water that you spray out of here to clean your parts, because you want to be spraying it with clean water, theoretically. So after you're done using this thing, what you do is you open this valve, and all your dirty water that is above here is the water that you sprayed with that hose, the water that is from here down won't come out, and that's the water that gets recycled. So I think I saw this somewhere else, not for this unit, but for a different unit. And this piece of white stuff, used to be white stuff, is an oil absorbing cloth. So I just have that sitting on top of here to absorb some of the oil to make it easier for me to clean and dump this stuff out. But let me show you under here. What there is just a tube coming up and an opening, so when it reaches this level, it just drains straight down into here. This is just to keep out some of the bigger sediments that might come out. And this thing comes with a foot pedal. You just press the pedal and this thing just starts spraying, so you can clean. It is super cool. On the inside, it's also got this little nozzle jet that sprays water on here every now and then, and whenever you start it up to kind of clean the window off for you. I went ahead and got some Rain-X to apply. Looks like it's time to apply it again, but that does help that stuff just drop off. And of course, you got gloves in here, and it's really cool. You can spray that straight into those gloves, and it doesn't hurt you at all. Can't feel it. Super safe to use. And you can see all the media just falls back through this grid into the base. So for cleanup, one thing I used is when you're done, well, you want to spray off all of the interior floor, ceiling, everything, door, like I did not do last time, or it dries like this. And you will get stuff that comes through here, leaks through the door, and there's a little drain that drains back into the base. So what you want to do with this hose after you're done is just spray it gently, lightly, like this. Try to contain all the water and spray it down into that hole and leave it clean for the next time, or else it's going to look like mine. And finally, when you're done using it, you should just leave it cracked open so that it can vent. Otherwise, this thing smells like a dirty aquarium. Just got two switches. One is the power switch, and this one is actually your light. It turns the light on and off. You have a nice, really bright LED in there, so it lights up everything that you are cleaning really well. To hook this up out of the box, really all you have to do is push this connection in, make sure it snaps. This thing comes pre-bolted onto here for you, and then you just run this hose up here. It's got a quick connect. You connect it into that Y, and everything else is all set up for you, really. And then this end, you just have to hook up to air. It takes up much less space than I was thinking. The cabinet's 33 inches wide. If you go all the way to include this part, just over 4 feet, I'd say like 51-ish inches. And at a minimum, it's gonna be 3 feet from the wall. The cabinet's a little more than 3 feet, but you have this little vent tube that you have to attach, and it sticks out the back a little bit. So I love this thing. I'm gonna show you a couple of videos here of me using it, some before and afters, but if you want one, Vapor Hunting Technologies has a lot of other cool videos, and I made an intro one where I went there and picked it up myself, so you can check out that video through this link here. I'll put one in the description. Again, if you guys want to buy one, link to that referral code in the description of this video. So here you go. All right, as prep for our head, I'm gonna go ahead and take this valve cover. So we can see this is bank 2, 4, 5, and 6. Completely disgusting. I'm gonna give it a little parts wash and vapor hone, and then we'll see what it looks like. All right, let's get all this oil off of here. Parts washer was super cheap. Got this one at Harbor Freight. I got a video on it. All right, parts washer on the outside. Not nearly as effective as it was on the inside. I mean, it's doing a little bit. Definitely better than not cleaning it, but this is where the vapor hunter is going to shine. All right, this is directly after the parts washer. Oh boy, she's in the vapor hunter. This stuff makes me excited. All right, sneak peek halfway through. That was, I don't know, maybe 7 minutes cleaning. All right, here is the after. I did not vapor hone the bottom of this because it's going to be inside your engine and there's no reason to make it all pretty and shiny. I just did the edge around here where the seal is going to be. Let me flip it over, and this is the pretty side. Look, it's actually got part numbers and stamps and stuff on it. So yeah, a little bit of a difference. Much, much, much nicer. It is now in a state where we can be proud to put it back on the rest of the clean engine. All right, I just want to give you a little before and after. Nicely used valves. Throw it in the vapor honer. Turtle pair, what do you think?
Oh, turtle pair.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Quite a difference.
So freaking cool. Oh, let me finish this one. There's a better way of it. Maybe like this. Oh
yeah. And this is what they look like when they come out. This thing is so versatile and can clean so many different things. Check out Vapor Honing Technology's own YouTube channel. They have a ton of videos on things you can clean, a ton more of these fun to watch videos of cleaning things. If you live near me and you have something you want cleaned, come over, try it out. I love using this thing and cleaning with it. It's like actually therapeutic and entertaining and fun to use. It's the coolest tool that I've ever used. So don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video. No, really, like the thumbs up button. Click it.